folks. This perspective is a game changer. Are you someone that lives in the land of no because, or are you a yes if person? Welcome to the latest video on the Live Into Your Brilliance channel, the place where we shine a light on the innate brilliance of being human and have a ton of fun blowing up those thought-created illusions that get in our way. And this one is a biggie. And the good news, though, is it's also a relatively simple one to shift and move past. And this is how we so often stop ourselves at the very first step with regards to something that we would love to do, we're drawn to do, and sometimes they're big, big things, and sometimes they're little things. So little things might be, hey, do you want to come out this weekend? Oh, I'd love to, but I can't because my partner's away. Or, yeah, gosh, I would just love to have a vacation where I don't have to check in emails, but I can't because my team need me. And other times, it's really big stuff. You know, it's things where we're drawn to perhaps make a career change, and we're like, no, because I've got financial commitments. And all we're doing, and it's really innocent, is we're perceiving the fact that because there are some additional actions we might need to take, we're somehow believing that there are reasons that we just shouldn't go in that direction. It's almost like we fooled ourselves into believing that if we have a desire to do something, it should just be super easy and quick. When in actual fact, we all know the truth that sometimes it's like that, but more often than not, there's a little bit more at play for us to engage in. And here's the thing. All we have to do is change from a no because mindset to a yes if mindset. The no because mindset lives in the land of fear. The yes if lives in the land of faith. Because just imagine the shift. Hey, do you want to go out this weekend? Yeah, I would love to. If I can get someone to look after the kids, let me see what I can do. I'd love to have a vacation where I can just totally switch off and relax. And I can, if I'm prepared to set some clear boundaries and perhaps set up an out of office that's very specific and very clear on who can get in touch with me and how. Or I would love to make a career change. I'm really drawn to it. And I can, if I'm prepared to do some additional study, and perhaps if I'm prepared to take a short-term dip in my income, or if I'm prepared to adapt my lifestyle to accommodate it. All we're doing is making a small shift in the thoughts that we're holding to be true and moving ourselves into the land of possibility. Because when we have an idea and we're drawn to it, it shows up for a reason. You know, I think it's the whisper of the universe and saying, hey, this might be an interesting place for you to go. And you might not be able to see this. Let me see if I can just get the camera up a little bit more so you can see this picture. This picture here, where is it? Up there, is for me one of my biggest reminders about the nature of this. For so long, I can't really swim. And for so long, that meant I would just rule myself out of lots of adventures, lots of experiences, because I was like, no, I can't do that because I don't really swim. Well, who made that up? I did. This picture is by an amazing Polish artist, but it's a reminder to me of the first time when I said yes. And we were in Croatia on a family holiday, and the skipper of the boat said, hey, would you like to go and jump off some quite high rocks into the sea? And both my boys were looking at me, and I put it off at first and said, hey, can we go a little bit further around the coast? And he's like, yeah, I'll let you know when we get there. And then he was like, would you like to do it? Both my boys said no. He looked at me. In my mind were all the no becauses. But what came out of my mouth was yes. Because the decision was yes, if I'm prepared to look a bit foolish doing my little doggy paddle to and from the boat. Yes, if I'm prepared to step through my fears. And so I got up to the top of the rock, I jumped, and the buzz I got was far beyond just the adrenaline rush. It was the experience of stepping into my power, having faith in myself. And then it opened up a whole new world of possibilities. Has it meant that I've massively learned how to swim? No. It just means I jump into the sea with life jackets on. I don't care how I look. And that's just a really simple example. So what I want you to think about is this. When you notice yourself saying the words no because, understand that that is fear-driven. And what you've done is you've just immediately shut down your world of possibility. The simple shift to yes, if I, will open you up to a whole array of possibilities that are probably pretty accessible to you. And it really then becomes a question of, do I really want to do this? Because if I do, then I'm sure I can if. And all the if is if I have faith in myself. Really, that's it. And we never regret having faith in ourselves. We never regret taking these leaps. In actual fact, the things that everyone tends to regret are the things that they don't do, not the things that they do. And the other thing I want to point to is this thing here. I'm going to get this right eventually. Is this quote by Theodore Roosevelt, The Man in the Arena. And I won't read it all because you'll know it. But this is, if someone said to me, well, but it might not work out. I'm like, no, it might not work out. And, there's a yes if. I'm a yes if. I'm prepared to fail. But there's really no such thing as failing. Things work out and things don't. But if we wanted to capture the essence of failing, I choose this. Who at the worst, if we fail, at least we fail while daring greatly, so that our place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Now, I know I've just changed the you for a we, but that's because, hey, this is available for all of us. We are brilliant. You are brilliant. You are innately brilliant. And yet, we have our thought-created illusions. We have our fears. And it's easy to live into those by just saying no because. But I really want you today, tomorrow, whenever the next opportunity shows up, to step into the land of yes, if I, and see what happens if you then lean in that direction, lean into the world of possibility, and experience you stepping into the faith and the power that is you. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Keep checking into this channel. There's going to be lots more insights and explorations that are going to help you live into your brilliance.